Co, the leaders in the Iowa Conference, defeat Luther this afternoon at Carlson Stadium from 45-6. And Coach, late in the first half, game turns on a dime just like last week. They get the turnover, drive it 99 yards, and they seem to control things after that point. Is that fair to say?
Well, we had a chance right before, on that drive, on that fumble, that make it 10-7 if I'm not mistaken. So crucial play in the game. It's just like anything else. We got to get a stop there too, and before half. But it's 10-7 going into half, or even 17-7 going into half. Different ball game coming out, and took a little bit of different risk starting the game off taking the ball. But when you play good teams, that's what you have to do. You have to make plays, and gosh darn, the fight in the first half and really in the fourth was pretty darn good, and we just have to be more consistent and take advantage of our opportunities when we have them, and we didn't do that today. And when you play good teams, you better take advantage of every opportunity you have.
And you looked at the stat sheet. The stats offensively not going to look too bad today, but that point stat, obviously the most important one, didn't go your way today. It was just a case learning how to finish drives.
I think so, and again, we played a good football team, so no, I'm not taking anything away from Co, but we bit ourselves in the foot. How many times a day? Look at penalties on second down to put us 2nd and 15. Our offense doesn't, we don't have those play calls. That's not what we do. And but we got a field goal blocked, had a nice drive, and had a fumble in the red zone, and just some different things. So if we make those particular plays, you're talking about 3 or 4 plays in the first half where you go into halftime, and it's a different mentality when you come out, and we're so darn close to competing into the fourth quarter that people don't realize that. You look at the score, and sometimes it doesn't always reflect on how we played, because today was a completely different mood, and you would agree with this, of coming out of last week and how we played this week. We fought hard today, and I was proud of our kids for that, and we just didn't take advantage of our opportunities when we had them.
And when you go down 17-0 as compared to maybe 10-7 at the half, how big of a mental challenge is that, knowing that you were that close and a good football team takes advantage of mistakes that you make?
Sure, that's what good football teams do, right? And our kids were good at halftime. It's like I could you can just see it in their eyes. They really wanted to go out and fight, and I thought the play that the drive that hurt us the most was the drive, the second half, first drive, and they drove down, scored, and they converted a couple third downs, I think, and when we had them, in some tough situations. But again, we have to take advantage of our opportunities and get some stops on defense in those third down situations. And gosh darn it, we get in the red zone, we got to score points on offense, and we just didn't do that today.
And with some of those mistakes you mention the penalties, a couple of the turnovers. Is that just a little bit of that competitiveness, sometimes going too far in certain situations?
Yeah, maybe kids just trying to make plays sometimes, and it's. Like if you look at some of the penalties we had, their effort stuff and different things, and we just have to be smarter in those situations. But I liked our fight today. It was different, and from last week at Storm Lake, and really that's what I was looking for, and it really kept us in the game for a lot longer today, for sure.
All right, hopefully a couple of road trips coming up. We'll find you with a couple of victories here, Coach. Put this one behind you after watching the film tomorrow, and a good week of practice, and hopefully a victory at Loras next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I told the kids we're going to come in tomorrow, and we're going to get to work and get ready to go down to Dubuque next weekend and compete at a high level against Loras, and our kids will. I don't have any doubt about that, so we're excited about getting started tomorrow evening.
Well, the Co-Hawks proved why they're the top team in the Iowa Conference and the 17th ranked team in the country. They won it over Luther this afternoon, 45-6.